God. Well, what is going on, everyone? This is going to be the Cloud9 podcast, season 9, episode 2. We're going to be talking about the LPL 2023 and doing our World 2023 team tier list. This one will be together. I already did a separate video, I think, on this. Or did I? Just kidding. Later on tonight, when I have a lot of more free time, potentially, I'll be trying to get a World's 2023 tier team list set up, and I gotta do my World's 2023 pick'ems in this episode as well. But what's going on, man? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. My pick'em is already done.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Law Esports in just a minute and start doing them. As people know, I kind of just mostly troll for these. I don't really care about the whole initial part of it until we get to the actual tournament where we can like start predicting like the teams to win. You know, That's kind of like the part that I really care about. But yeah, Chaz, you've been watching Pokemon regionals and shit.
Yeah, playing on an online tourney earlier.
An online tourney?
Yeah, it's like a 16-man pod. It was just there's a bunch of us playing.
All meta strategies or some rogue strategies?
The Yu-Gi-Oh one I did early in the morning. Okay. That one was rogue.
Okay.
Rogue strategy. I got third in that one. Playing Flu. And Pokemon, I played Charizard.
Okay.
And I ended up beating a Mew VMAX in the final. That was the fastest match ever.
What it ended in what, like 5 minutes probably?
Yeah, because he said he went first, said his turn. That he won the coin toss. Because on PTCG Live, it's kind of like Matador. You gotta do best of ones. You win.
Okay.
You record who says who won game 1, and then you go back. You play game 2.
Right.
You know.
Game Juvenile, 1. What's up, man?
Game 1, I won. Game 1 was a little like. Game 1 was a little like, okay, this took a little longer. Game 2 was fast because he went first. Game 2, not me, him. I was like, okay, you sure you want to go first game 2? But all right, forget it. I'm not asking why.
Then I swear, last night when I was playing League, that was probably my worst night of League I've had in a while. My brain was just not in it, actually.
And yeah, because I'm here saying, oh, I could join, and you just started a whole game. I was like, what the hell? And then
like my whole brain just dissolved because last night when I was playing top lane, 2 games in a row, I've let the top lane situation get out of hand, and where I could have easily beaten this person, but I was just so mentally not there. My brain just messed up all my interactions on Kinsate. Then I played an ARAM game where I easily could just carry on Lucian, but I just so trash. I just played so bad. That was probably my worst night of League in like so many years, actually. My brain was just in the gutter, actually. But Worlds 2023 is starting this Tuesday, actually. I'll be, actually, we're going to be able to watch it after the main show because, as you guys know, the main Iron Man podcast episodes are Tuesday and Saturday, and we're going to be able to watch that. So I'll be able to do a watch party for the first 2 matches of World 2023. So someone will probably be like, are you going to stay for both of them? I mean, I don't got to work on Wednesday, so I could literally just stay up the entire time, honestly, So that'll probably end up happening, but I'm glad we're able to do this episode right now on Sunday because that way, tomorrow, like I mentioned earlier in the show before, that way I can do my team tier list and my power rankings actually, and we could just have that content out there. I should be able to have more world content out there this year than last year. We got to factor in making worlds content is like really hard also if it's like in North America specifically some years because like when I get home worlds would already be starting. So if I'm gonna do like talking about a specific matchup at worlds, I would have to have did that video that night, edit and render that video that night, then have it out the next day like 10-12 hours before the next day even starts. So that's why I don't really like when Worlds is here because it always cuts really close into like when can I have actual videos out. Even just like in Europe too. Europe will start really early and then I have to make a video pretty much right then. Otherwise, I won't be able to have that available information out there. So I actually personally like it when it's in China or Korea. That way it starts way later on, so it gives me plenty of time to get a video done, so I can get it out for people. That way it can circulate around the interwebs enough. But you know, I was thinking earlier, dude, for this year at Worlds, there's some this talent is really stacked. Just look at the mid lane pool. You have Faker, obviously successful at Worlds. He was just in World Finals last year. You have Chovy, obviously coming as one of the best players in the world. Knight, coming out as one of the best players in the world. Knight just has basically won everything this year. PDD, he's no slouch. He can definitely easily just snap, turn it on in some games if he wants to. Then the only player that I was thinking about that literally didn't even have a good year is just Showmaker. He's the only person that just didn't have a good year, but at no point are you thinking like Showmaker's gonna do bad at Worlds. You know, he could easily just snap, turn it on. He's just almost one of the best mid laners for China. You have also outside of Knight, you have Yagao, who I think is probably going to be a lot of people's weakest mid laner coming in.
Yeah.
But he's so stable. He's so consistent. He's also able to, you know, win against mid laners that you would never think he'd be able to win against, honestly. Scout just speaks for himself. Scout's actually just so freaking amazing. And then you have Xiaohu. Like, I don't think Weibo's that good, but Xiaohu has been incredible for a very long time.
Xiaohu and Weiwei are the two best on Weibo. It's them too.
Like, so what I was telling people earlier, and I was talking to them on on my Cloud9 Facebook group. I was saying, like, hey, this year of mid laners coming out of like the LPL and LTKs, absolutely incredible. I mean, the weakest one is probably Showmaker, and even that, it's like at Worlds, these guys usually get it together and they start playing really well. So I don't envy any Western mid laner really going up against any of these guys, because I just really, there's a world where you can beat them, obviously, but it's like, do you on average think it's going to happen? Yeah. Like, if we look at just at MSI, when these Western mid laners face these guys, they got absolutely curb stomped into the dirt. It wasn't even, they literally lost at like 3 minutes in because they couldn't even CS properly because they were just getting out macroed that hard. That's just laning phase. We're not even talking about team play here. Yeah. Laning phase you're just straight up losing to, you know? Well, so about you? What do you think about some of the teams coming up for this year?
LCK wise, it's like, you got the main two, Genji, T1. They're probably, I think Genji's number 2 out of all the teams in Worlds. T1's between 4th and 5th.
Right, yeah.
They're the tough ones. KT, the wild card as well.
KT's a wild card. And if they start turning it on, that's going to look pretty scary, because that's an actual really scary team if they start turning it on. They have great players on that team. DK's the only team where it's like, if Canyon and Showmaker start turning it on, it won't even matter if Kana's running it down or if Kellen's running it down. It really doesn't matter, honestly.
I think it will, though.
They'll be the reason why they won't be able to win Worlds. But I think the only reason why they'll be able to be in Worlds is because they'll be like, hey, Def, can you just play like something to be safe so you can carry later on? We'll have Showmaker and Canyon get us the early game. Like, it's all basically up to if Def can carry Kellen so hard, they can probably maybe do something. Oh, God. Who else is there? For the LPL,
to me.
We're looking at the LPL. You know what I was thinking about? Because I know you were talking about LNG might be the one that might crumble. There's always an LPL team that crumbles every year. It's an LPL team that's really hyped, and they always crumble.
I went back and looked at it. I'm gonna tell you this. I look back at it. I think there's 2 teams that might crumble. I think the easiest choice would be Weibo Gaming, but my expectations for them is not too high. Where I'm like, if they crumble, it's not surprising. You know who the team I might see actually crumbling? Well, they'll make it out of the groups, the Swiss rounds, but they'll lose instantly. BLG. I don't know, something about it.
I actually was thinking about what you said last week more. I think it might actually be LNG, because BLG, outside of playing against LNG and JDG this year, well, LNG in summer, not LNG in spring. BLG are just really they're really concise. They're really cohesive. Yeah. They take all these many risks. They're a really nicely structured team.
Yeah.
on paper, they don't have the best players out of everybody.
Yeah.
But they're coached very well. They know what they want to do. They know how they want to play the game. But I do agree. If they start getting in their own heads, if they start losing a lot, I think they might be the one that crumbles.
I think it's BLG, but I also think it's LG also. To me, one of those two
toss up, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get
hard because LNG played so well throughout, not just pretty much throughout the entire year, just in the final stages of summer. They almost beat JDG. They were the ones that exposed JDG, and it's like, hey, if you actually path a certain way, if you actually can dive bot lane and actually put them behind, they're not immortal. Like, LNG were the ones to show that. The issue here people don't understand is, well, can they show this stuff? Because it's not about one thing about beating on one really good team. It's like, can this happen on a more of a consistent basis with LNG? I think LNG has a lot of strengths, but it's like the weaknesses are kind of very abundant. Like, they don't really have an explosive early game to the point where, like, if they faced off against KT, who have a stronger early game, it's like, I don't know how that's going to look, actually, because the LPL teams usually thrive off of like having really aggressive early games, but LNG is not really like that. They kind of like to take the game kind of slow. Like BLG like to play really fast. They like to just be like, hey, Ben's like, I just put this guy in the grave. Let's just get the broom and dust this guy off because this guy's going to the trash. What else is there? So I've seen people talk about like JDG and like Kanavi's like their weakest player. It's like weak by what metric though? He's been pretty good the entire year. Honestly. It's not like he's the weakest player amongst the 5 on his team. Definitely not. Their support, I would say, is definitely weaker. Actually, it's most of that is just coming through Ruler, I would say. Like, but the issue with JDG is like, can any team outside of Asian teams exploit anything out of them? Like, if Fnatic faces them, is Fnatic going to be Humanoid versus Knight?
Oh no!
Oh god! Jesus Christ! He's gonna get fisted. Like, people don't understand, it's not really just about the Asian teams are just good themselves. It's like amongst them, you could argue like who's better, who's worse, or whatever. But when it comes to like them versus like Western teams, it's like, do we even have a Western team that's able enough to fight these guys in laning phase? Remember, people are saying not just last year, not last year's Worlds, this year's MSI. People are losing guys in laning phase in less than 3 minutes. Okay, games are decided in like less than 10 minutes. Before people start talking about upsets, how about people like understanding their brains? You need to actually get out of laning phase to actually be able to get fight these guys properly.
But I'm gonna tell you why it makes sense. But the whole thing with laning phase is a lot of these Asian teams. You go back and look at them; they play a little like sloppy in a sense. Their lane phase is what's going to keep us. It's what's going to have them win, but it's also going to be the main, because when you realize some of these team fights ain't the best.
About punishing their mistakes if they make mistakes, right?
Yeah, I feel like I
hope they can do that.
I feel like there is a Western team that can do it, but I don't know if they will do it.
The problem here is like, people are best Western team coming in. It's obviously going to be G2. If like G2's not people's best Western team coming in, either you're just a fan of one of these teams, which is fine. But if you're not a fan and your best Western team coming in is like BDS, you're on some crack. I'm just saying, like that is some crack-filled levels of copium you're on right there. And I don't even care who really wins out of Golden Guardians versus BDS. I predicted I'm gonna predict Golden Guardians anyway. Yeah. I just want to see Adam versus Ben, and then my life will be happy. Can you make that happen? Ben versus Adam, actually. Oh Lord. So that's just the overall, consensus I have with some of the teams so far. And people will probably ask, like, could G2 have any angles at beating these teams? It's hard to say because G2, even against BLG, last tournament we saw, just that didn't look good either. They did win a game that was off the back of them capitalizing on a mistake, which is good that they saw that mistake. That I think it was, who did it? It wasn't Elk. Was it Elk? Yeah, Elk was out of position. Or I think their ADC was out of position, and they saw that, and they snowballed that into a win. The Asian teams, people forget, are really good at seeing mistakes and instantly capitalizing on them. Like they make you feel like you just made the worst mistake of your life. With Western teams, It's not really like that. It's like they know how to capitalize on a mistake potentially when they see it, but they don't get the full extent out of it, So
exactly.
If G2's able to do that, like they were against BLG in that one game, and remember, game 4 was close. Like game 4, if Hans Sama does not misposition the way he does, and they keep track of Yagao and Ari, there's a good chance they actually win the game. It was very winnable from their position, See, that's a good thing. That's a very good thing that they have. Hopefully this can be a thing they can execute on, because LEC was really weak this year, actually. And the LCS, well, I'd argue that wasn't even a region for most of the year. So
LPS we got. I think I don't know. I look at it like I feel like this year's format was worse than last year's format. That's why I want to say it was weaker. I said it was too
bad teams created. I think it's nothing to do with the format. The teams are just awful. Badly picked players in certain places.
It was just stretched out for too long. It was just too many games. It was the best of one, but only like they go right to the playing stage and the playoffs. It was just.
I like the fact that there's top 4 teams, because seeing 6 teams is like you're still seeing a bad team. Like 6 teams, usually like a 5th seed fighting a 1st seed. Usually that's a wash for the most part.
But I'm not gonna lie, but some of these top 4 teams are still not good either. It was like it was.
Well, because how many years do you really think BDS or XL are going to be in finals? Not many, but that's kind of what this format creates, though. It's like this format kind of creates that potential of, well, randomly BDS could be in finals, and XL could be in finals. People factor in XL having no finals ever in the other formats because, well, obviously they're just dog shit for the most part, And when they make their first finals, they got 3-0. Does that even surprise people? Probably shouldn't, honestly. I'm just saying, But I hope going into like next year, the teams are better prepped, because who was the second best team in the LEC? Like Mad Lions? It had to be by default.
It was Mad Lions.
Yeah, even like and people always say it's Hillesting and Mickey X that have the best teams. Hillesting played like ass this year. He wasn't even good at any point. Last year in spring, he was really good. He's always had splits where he's really good and really off. He usually has one or the other. This year, he was just straight bad. He just straight shit the whole year. Just bad the entire year, Don't you just love it? All right, I'm gonna go to the tier list right here. Tier list maker, Worlds 2023. We're gonna talk about that. Actually, we're gonna have some fun here in a little bit, but it's great to have League back in about a day or two. Great to have it back. Yeah. I'm gonna say this right now because I'm gonna echo the sentiment throughout years to come. Wildcard teams are trash. I don't care. It doesn't matter what they get out. Doesn't matter what stage they're in, they're not good, And it is based off the geographical location that they're in. It's fine, but it's the same shit every year. It's like, oh, well, no, it's not. It's never going to be their year. It's just shit teams for the most part. They're terrible. Did last year not show anybody these guys are abysmally bad? They can't even, I don't even can't lane. They can't even path properly in their junglers. They can't even actually figure out a path to get themselves ahead. It's awful. Like who out of these minor region teams does anyone think is good? It's always based like, oh, I think this team will do well. Why? Because they're a wild card. What? You also have to be good. You have to have some level of quality standard to yourself. But what do I know? I don't know. I'm just a crazy black guy. All right. I'm pretty sure Chaz has T1 as his favorite to win Worlds. Other people say this I said it last week. I'm not giving up on T1.
I said
I'm buying my faker stocks low and I sell them high.
No, I got JDG then T1. I put JDG as my pickle. Okay. And then T1 is like the one I'm actually hoping for.
I'm not giving up on Faker ever at Worlds. I said it last year.
I'm not giving up on Faker either.
I don't understand. Faker's always been good at Worlds. There's no. I just don't see a way it's going to be different this year. It's not just it's magic with him. It's just he comes to Worlds. He always just plays really well. Plays incredibly well. He's played well at Worlds every year he's ever went to. Like he's never even got second place in a group stage. Now this year it's going to be Swiss, so that's going to be a bit different. But I just don't see a world where they get not to the next stage though. And if they're in the next stage, it's like then you got to start telling yourself, well, can they even make finals again this year? if they even make top 4, it still shows that you just never want to count Faker out ever. It's not copium. I'm just saying. If 7 years of doing this doesn't show anybody this guy's incredibly pretty good, I don't know. I don't know anymore. It's crazy. Back in 2016, they said they were going to win Worlds again after they beat Samsung Galaxy. They made World Finals. Even though they lost to Samsung Galaxy, people forget they still made World Finals still again a year later. For some reason, some level of crack this org smokes with their players just gets them where they need to go. I don't know what happens. All right. I think what's up, Tomcat? Tomcat goes Bird. He's gonna get TL at Worlds. They're just looking to be at Worlds in general. Just go and have some fun. That's all I'll say. Go and get some experience. I mean, they're gonna try, and it's not gonna matter. Go there. Just potentially, you have they literally, guys, quite literally have no expectations, none. They could honestly go and go 0-6 if they get one win. I guarantee you it's gonna happen for them. Guarantee you. They'll get like a random win against like probably LNG. And people are like, oh my God, this is secretly a really good team the entire year. I can't wait for it. Remember how last year after DRX won, people were like, but they were really good the entire year though. No, they weren't. They were literally not. Are you sniffing drugs? What? People do that. People will feel like a team that's never done anything win and feel like that's always been the case. It's like, are you on drugs? Are you actually on drugs? Like,
they did get hot in the summer. They did get hot in the summer split. That's me. It was one of the ramp up things. It's like because you gotta look at it. Both teams don't give a shit about MSI. It's like okay, it's a title, but it's not the title that everybody wants. So
no, it's more MSI in the actual spring split. They made playoffs, but they got knocked out essentially easy.
But they did make playoffs though. That's the thing though. If they did make playoffs. And then he barely squeaked in. I was like, to me, they were decent. They weren't like a good team, but they were decent, and they were always in playoff contention. It was like, okay,
yeah, but the quality of their gameplay was not great. This wasn't a good team by any stretch of the imagination, Because I think people are cool with making playoffs with the team being good. It's like you could be not good and still make playoffs based off of, how other bad teams are playing. Oh, did you hear about the other news? That's crazy that Santorin's actually retired.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that and I saw it and I was like, okay, cool. It just kept. I was not surprised.
We'll talk about it probably on next week's show.
No,
that's crazy.
No, we could probably talk about it on this.
Hold on, give me a second. I'm trying to bring up something really quickly. Him surprised. It's not really too surprising, like you said. I don't think. I don't know. I think does he think he had a good career? I have to go back and read that post. He made a post about it, actually. Let me go see. Jesus freaking hell. LCK. I'm trying to bring up the tier list thing. Okay, I found it. Got it right here. And I'm going to put it right here. 2022 season. Why am I going in challengers? This sent me to a challengers. Why would I ever look up LCK challengers if I'm going to Leaguepedia? Why would that ever happen? Oh my God. I remember this. Now I remember. Okay, there we go. Okay, got it. So let's do this right here. APA and Yon. Yeah, they're going to have to get Yon. God bless his soul. He's at Worlds though. He's at Worlds though. He can I had a great year. What is XL at Worlds? No, they're not. It's not at Worlds, are they?
Nah.
These are the Worlds teams.
I don't know why XL's there.
No, XL's literally not here. It's G2 Fnatic, Mad, and BDS. Oh, they probably don't have a BDS logo. We'll just count them as BDS then.
Technically, BDS is not in Worlds yet.
That's the problem, though. So the LEC only really has 3 seasons, so it's like Golden Guardians shouldn't be here either. I don't know why that's there. That's just a mess up on someone's part. Then, all right. So for me, as I talk about, I don't really care where to rank any of these guys. And if we're going off years past, most of these guys are always shit tiered anyway. They could be anywhere. It doesn't really matter. These guys losing 10 minutes anyway. They make it out. That's cool. It really isn't going to matter. Well, that's out of the way. And we'll use this as a wild card for BDS and Golden Guardians. So who did you have winning that matchup between them?
I have Golden Guardians winning.
Where would you place Golden Guardians?
See,
yeah,
I would place them higher, but my issue is the way they just crumbled down and just fell off the thing. Because to me, they could have easily won if they, just played a couple team fights correctly. My opinion.
I agree. All right, so let's do LCS first. We have Team Liquid. I'm not gonna lie, they're better than these teams, but C tier is all you really got from me.
Yeah.
Also, guys, this is Golden Guardians. We're gonna watch this back. This is Golden Guardians.
This is pretty much the winner of whoever there is. I'm saying Golden Guardians for me. I'm
saying Golden Guardians wins 3-1. It should be a pretty cleanup. BDS is not good.
I say 3-2.
My heart wants 5 games though, because more league games to watch.
Yeah, I say BDS gets adverse swept.
Oh God, that was depressing. Holy shit!
BDS, they lose a team fight game 3. Golden Guardians come. Pretty much the way that they beat 100 seasons is how BDS go lose game 3. Game 4 is going to be a stomp, but not too big of a stomp. Game 5 is going to be absolute massacre.
So the reason why I would have an NA team here is NA teams, or typically anything with like EU and NA teams, they're better than any wildcard team. Let's be honest here. That's been proven on many more occasions. It's easily proven at last tournament. It doesn't need to be disputed. If you think it's true, well, your eyes literally do not work at all. Cloud9, my boys. Yeah, this team is also not good. They're going right there with Team Liquid. That team is not good. I mean, they're here. It's basically just the strengths are in Blabber, which he's kind of never really did well at Worlds almost ever outside of like 2021. That's what I can remember. And they have Berserker, who is really good, but he's not really with the support. So that's going to, like with last year, even when I said the same thing, Zen not being a real support is going to be the reason why they lose most of their games. And he got pretty gapped last year. I mean, do they have variance to the point where if they did turn it on, they could do very well? They have the caliber of NA players to, it really depends on which team you're playing against.
They still got Fudge. And Fudge.
Oh, yeah, you're right. God damn it.
They still got Fudge. And we're not going to talk about the middle laner.
He's just doesn't even exist.
He's out there watching them eat girls dance. And he's
like if you said, if you're ranking Amenis's personality amongst a lot of these teams, yeah, sure. You probably throw him up there in F tier. He's funny guy.
He's F tier.
This is my League of Legends gameplay. And that's been lacking, actually. And no, Fudge has been pretty bad at most international events outside of like his very first one. Outside of like MSI, his first one he ever went to.
Yeah.
He's been bad at every single international event. Like, I love Cloud9, I do, but this, they're just lucky they're not as bad as these guys. Otherwise, I'd probably throw them down here, honestly. All right, NRG, Chaz's favorite team.
I'll put them above all the other teams, but they're still C.
So you'll probably have like a wild card ish.
Yeah.
Like actually wild card, not whatever people consider these as wild cards. So you probably B tier?
Yeah.
I was thinking, okay, so I think their only weakest link is just Ignar. I think if they play their game, they could potentially steal a few games.
Ignar,
that style they have can steal a few games.
Plus, also,
if you play it right.
The issue is they tend to play towards the team they're playing. It's like.
You think if they play against better teams, they'll do good. If they play against shit teams, they'll do shit.
Yeah, because they kind of overestimate them, and then they kind of start, not taking the game seriously. I think now with them winning LCS summer title, they might take a little more seriously because they're in Worlds, but they're going to get oh man. I feel bad for FBI. He's going to have to face some juggernaut. This will be a massacre. I'm there. Because if they can't beat if they can't even compete with like a Carzi or the Carzy or
Mm-hmm.
a Hansama bot lane, or even Noah. Oh no, they're done because I'm not like.
Yeah, that's their biggest competition right there. Is if FBI can hold his own against Carzy and Noah and Hansama, which I mean I think he can, but it's not really on him. It's more like the difference in that is your support because it's bot lane, right? But I mean, one ADC could make a big difference depending on which champions you give him, also depending on which resources.
Ignar go get smoked by Mickey X. He go get smoked by Trimby. Who's the
if he's facing up against Hillsing, toss the coin, see how that goes. Just literally roll dice.
Yeah, because Hillsing might end. It's like because NRG might mess around and beat a European team, be 1-0, and then they might have to go against a Korean or Chinese team that lost. Like, say if they have to go, say if Daewon or mess around and then they end up being an 0-1 match. Deft versus Faker. Deft versus FBI it's a gap, but Deft on that team is weird.
The thing here is D Plus and Weibo are the teams people are looking at. It's like they're not these unbeatable LPL LCK teams. Actually,
they're not unbeatable, but they can. But
then again, can Ignar actually play a decent game against Kellen? Probably. There's a good chance he could. No doubt.
It's a good chance.
Can Dokla face up against Kana? He sure can, guys. Kana throws every game known to man, actually.
Yeah, no.
That's kind of where we have NRG. It's not a bad.
My thing is, because I'm looking because who I'm looking at is like, can Power 5 keep up with these damn mid laners?
Man. I don't know.
That's the thing because y'all here gonna call him Pala Faker, and there's gonna be Pala Faker versus actual Faker, and
he's gonna get Pala fucked. That's what he's gonna get.
Yep, Pala. Yep, Pala. And that's the sad part about it. It's like,
people thought Abba Faker face Faker, and that just looked like a complete mismatch. Actually, all right. So that's LCS. Let's do LEC. Mad Lions. I don't throw them in seats here. Yeah.
I think with them is they are so up and down. It's not even funny.
Yeah, it's the thing. Even if they turn it on, I think it'll look better than the rest of these guys. But it's nothing that's like, there's no real high ceiling to this. It's just kind of like, you've seen them play enough. You know the ceiling of this team. You know how good they can be. That's it. Yeah. Honestly. And it's just, and after everything we've seen, it's just been kind of like, meh. Yeah, Carzy's been their best player pretty much the whole year. I think that's a fair assessment. Niski's been up or down, depending on which champion he's plays, but it's mostly been up and down. Yoya's looked almost non-existent at a certain point for some of their games. Chasey, well, he exists, Hillsang is just a dice roller. Like, but even when they're playing like their game, even when they are playing on like all four, and they're like, it's all cohesion. Nothing, man. It's just meh. It's just really bad. And even if they're playing at their ceiling, it's just not even impressive. That's why I would have them at C tier, honestly. Their only wild card is like Carzy. That's it.
Yep.
All right. So Fnatic. I was gonna have them at C tier, honestly.
I say C too.
Yeah, I think they'll be better than Mad Lions, but that's about it. Honestly, this is probably like their main competition right now.
Because my biggest thing is Wonder is.
That's the thing. Who will they have? Are they gonna have Oscurian? Will he be healed by the time they can play on stage?
Nah, no.
I don't know. I've not heard anything actually. So it'll be like this. So it'll be with Oscar Renan. Would they actually have a shot at hitting a higher ceiling? Probably not. I think we've seen the most out of this team so far. I mean, Humanoid has some whatever games. Razork's actually been pretty good for them, not gonna lie, throughout the whole year. Actually, he's been the best player, I think, for them outside of when they got Noah. No one Trimby like as a bot lane. They have like this explosiveness to them where they can get 2v2 kills. but it looks like they have this tendency to be too over aggressive and they throw their leads. And I think given the right context, I think they could probably be a B tier team. I do, but I don't really think it'll be on average something we're going to be seeing. But then again, they have the players to do it. So like if you had a high ceiling of the like B tier, then I'd be that'd be fine, honestly. But I think there's going to be its average team, for the most part. All right, G2, definitely the highest B tier team. I think this is the best shot for the West by far. They have, I think, most of the best Western players on their team. Outside of you could just say Yike, because he's the new guy for them. Broken Blade, best Western top laner currently right now. Caps, best Western mid laner, I'd imagine, through most people's rankings.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way,
on Mickey X bot lane. Yeah, go
by
ahead.
the way, Oscar will be on the team. It will be him.
Fuck. I would have put him B, but I thought that he hasn't played a stage game at this point in over a month. Yeah. It'll be like almost 2 months or 5-6 weeks removed from a stage game. Yeah, that's too high a variance. I can't do it. I really would, but that's the rolling the dice there for me is not that. They're the best bot lane. They're the best. I think throughout the year, they tried out a lot of different play styles and they know how much they can actually go as far as their strengths. I think this, to me, for anyone, this is the best shot at the West doing anything. That's pretty much it, though. Like, are they better than NRG? Yeah, I think if they face NRG, they'll just stomp the shit out of them. But, that'd be cool for me because I love when seeing bad NA teams getting stomped, actually. All right, let's go to the LPL. All right, who's the lowest LPL seed? Weibo?
Yeah, is Weibo, LG.
Weibo, I would probably put them at B tier. That's just me.
They're B.
Yeah, that's about probably the best I can really do it. I think the reason why they'll do good is because of Shapu.
No, easily. He's the best. He's the best player.
The Shy is either going to be 20-0 or 0-20. Not even kidding. There's no.
He won't be the reason why they win or lose, but he'll be the reason why they might fall behind. It's like
he'll be the reason why they're either in the game or they've lost the game or they're somewhat in the game. It's what a random player this guy's turned into. Oh Lord, I forgot their bot lane. What was it? It's Crisp and who's their ADC? I forgot his name.
I was literally just looking at
ADC.
I was literally just looking at the team. I can't
remember his goddamn name. What's our ADC's name? LPL 2023. Oh my Lord. Oh goodness. LPL. Let's go. Right. Weibo. All right. Found it. Light. Oh, Light. Yeah. He was with, he definitely, Light's not terrible, but he's not great either. He's just good across the board.
Yeah.
But I think there's some ways you could definitely, exploit his, play style. Yeah. Weibo's fine at B tier. Let's go with, who's their team? LNG. This is everyone's wild card. I have them personally at myself A tier, but then again, there is a chance that this team could easily not fit the meta properly and completely just collapse. Honestly, one of these LPL teams is collapsing. Happens every year. One of them is. I don't know which one. This is a roll of dice of which one really. It's usually always the second seed has collapsed, quote unquote. But that would be a bad thing for BLG. Actually, where are you putting BLG? A tier too.
Yeah, I'll put them A tier.
You could make the argument they're actually an S tier team.
Nah, after I see what happened in the playoffs, they're A.
Okay, JDG. Oh, this is a tournament favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, to me, they're the favorite to win.
Mm-hmm. They're the Golden Road.
They got the most complete team.
Now it's Korea. Let's go. D plus Kia. I think they'll basically be a team where, like I said before, they kind of just live and die by Canyon and Showmaker. And if they understand how to utilize Deft, they'll be a strong team. Won't be because of topper support. Those guys are complete ass. Canyon, they fundamentally need Canyon and Showmaker to turn it on. Like last year's Worlds, where Canyon was arguably the best jungler in the world. If he can do that again this year, that'll be strong for them. Do I think that's enough to win Worlds? Definitely not, because you have 2 sacks of shit on your team. Doesn't matter at that point, but they should be a competitive team at least. This has been a team that I think people should be taking lightly, given those 2 on the team. Maybe I'm giving too much credit, but then again, I've watched these guys ever since they started playing League, so I don't think they would ever steer me wrong, right? I mean, they can't really see properly, right?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit. KT Rolster. They're like low A, high B.
Yeah.
So I'll probably have them above way.
I'll put them B.
Actually. Yeah. The team, don't get me wrong, all great players. I mean, Keen turned it on in summer, looked absolutely amazing. You have Cuz, who Cuz is the ultimate stabilizing jungler. BDD, obviously a great player. Aiming, great carry player. Lehens is one of the best supports in the world. They have a solid structure of players, but you know what really curses them, guys? It's because it's KT Rolster. That's why.
Yep.
This team could, I swear, this would be a world where this team could even reach the finals. And everyone's like, oh yeah, KT's going to win finals. Oh my God, they win 3-0 against G2. Oh shit. Because that's just, I'm never trusting these people. Fuck this org. I'm not falling for that shit ever again. I fell for that shit many years ago. Nope. Nope. They'll get far. Don't worry about that. Or they might collapse. I think they'll get far. They have a structure enough as a team to get far. Winning worlds? Nah. They lost that many chances years ago. Who was to the Shy, actually? Then again, I told people this many years ago. I don't think KT would have won that worlds anyway. I thought IG were just the better team. But, you know, that's just me, actually. Sure. All right, T1. It's Faker at Worlds, guys. And honestly, Faker at Worlds.
I'm going A. The reason why, like,
oh, you want to put them A tier? Okay.
Yeah, I think they're A. I think they're the best A tier team. To me, it comes down to.
Do you know what I was watching earlier? Their Insider series, when they're doing their voice comms, you could tell there's so much. I'm not saying this is an excuse, but you can tell there's so much pressure on these guys to perform. You can tell it's actually just physically getting to some of them. You mainly just saw it in Owner, right? You saw it in some of their play where they like aren't like hesitating on making what they know is the right decision. Like, you know, this team is not bad. Like, yeah, they have individual moments where they do play badly, but that's so few far in between, though. It's like, I don't think most teams are going to be able to really just straight up beat them, especially in a best of 5, actually. You know, like the only team they really got handily beat to in a best of 5 was just this year was Gen G and just BLG. That's it. They were really close against JDG. Remember, people forget that they were all right there. If they hadn't given Faker Nautilus in that game, I don't know why they gave that to him.
It was the game 4. It was
game 4. Oh, yeah. I mean, in game 5, I remember they gave him Nautilus, and I was like, all right, this is done. Just write this fucking series off. Get their best mid laner, the supportive tanky mid laner. Really?
And then you watch the whole series. They said his wrist started hurting during that series.
So I guess they wanted to give him an easier champion to execute on. Oh Lord.
They said his wrist started hurting like towards the end of spring, but it didn't get worse until after MSI, and then it was like it became unbearable. He was like, this, because he almost missed out the whole, like he could have missed majority of the split. He could have if he actually wanted to. And I was like,
what in the world am I seeing on Twitter? I should start going on Twitter. What a terrible place. Oh God. All right, Gen G. For me personally, I would have him at S tier. I think this team is going to stomp most people, honestly. This is just a great team across the board. People would say their weakest spot is Doran. Doran actually knows what he needs to do on the team. Doran's not trying to be a carry player. That's the thing. He's not really trying. You can give him carries. He can carry the game, but you don't. This people understand. You don't always have to have a carry in each role. You have to have players that are not just willingly sacrificing. You need players that'll go like, I'll just play the whatever I need to, and I'll look good just doing that. I like players like that, where they play whatever they need to look good. Play whatever they need to team. They can play whatever the team needs them to play and look good doing that. You know, you don't always have to have the flashiest outplays or all the best like dodges anywhere. No, you can just play a Scion and look good doing that. I mean, I've seen people play Scion and look basically just about as good as Darius if you were carrying on Darius, actually. So I think this will look a little bit more different when I do my own solo team tier list. But this is kind of where I would have most teams. I have faith in no wildcard team. I mean, most people are like, Brazil's the better one. Cool. I really don't give a shit. You're talking about like literally the bottom of a trash bin at this point. Like, my God, hey, they're higher on the trash bin than this trash team. I don't give a shit. I fundamentally don't care. Yeah, movie star writers, S tier. They're beating JDG right now. No. That's pretty much it. I mean, I guess we're gonna probably ask like why would you have Cloud9 low, even though they did well at Worlds with Cloud9 in the past? Guys, they haven't actually been good at Worlds for NA for a while, honestly. That last time they did well at Worlds was 2021. That was with Perks. And every international event after that, they've not done well. Like after Worlds 2021, they went to Worlds 2022. They get 1-5. Okay, 1-5. These games didn't look good at all. They went to MSI. They got handily ass scraped by their teams. Even the series against Golden Guardians was up in the air too. So no, long have gone the days of them actually doing well for NA internationally. This is just, I don't know. And this is the thing. What really hurts them is what always helped them was the playing stage for some years, right? These guys people don't understand. A lot of these guys haven't played a stage game in a month, 2 months coming on. That's going to be so much worse for people obviously from the West, because these guys actually, I think, need ramp up time to feel good about themselves, to feel good about their gameplay, to actually feel like they're doing good things on stage. Now, the only other thing I would levy to some of the Asian teams that will probably end up potentially not doing well is I would take pressure. World's going to be in Korea, so the massive amount of pressure on the LCK teams to perform is going to be through the roof. So if they crack under the pressure, that will look really bad, because last time we were at Korean World, they all essentially did. And they cracked, did they? What's up, Gunner? How you doing, man? Now, after this, I'm going to my Worlds 2023 pick'ems, actually. All right. So what are yours? You have yours, actually?
Yep.
Okay. Can you bring them up, actually?
Yeah.
Let me get them right now. Pick'ems. I can log into my crystal ball. Every year, for the past 2 years, I predicted the finalists, and they were 1 game off from winning. I'm getting it right this year. I don't care.
Yeah, I picked T1 last year. Whew, that was hard. That was hard.
1 game away. Happened to me in 2016 too. I picked Samsung Galaxy. They were 1 game away, and guess who lost to? SKT. Fuck me, man.
Who'd you pick in 2017?
Samsung Galaxy.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2014, obviously everyone knew it was going to be Samsung White. 2015, I said SKT. 2016, I said Samsung Galaxy. and yeah, that was heartbreaking. A team I watched all year get to the finals and lose. That fucking sucks. So, yeah, they lost to SKT. Year after that, I said it was Samsung Galaxy. I honestly had IG winning 2018 Worlds. I had G2 winning 2019 Worlds. I really did. They got to the finals and they got 3-0 by FTX. Holy shit, the luck that I have. What's 2020? Oh, I had Damwon that year. I did. 2021. I had Damwon. They were 1 game away from winning against EDG. Why? Why do I always get so close? Why does the teams I have get so close and they lose? Am I cursed or something? And then 2022, yeah, I had team 1, and then I'm just cursed, man. This is what it is. I predict like the guy to do really well that no one thinks is gonna do really well. He gets that far. He gets.
That's the same thing with me with baseball.
I hate it.
Basketball, like, I think I'm on point set for 2016 was the only year I know.
Oh, doing good, man.
2016 and 2019 were the only 2 years. No,
doesn't it suck?
I picked 2019.
You put faith into a team that people kind of have lost faith in, or they don't think is good. That team does really well and does so well up to the point where like they get to the very last hurdle they need to get to, and then they have them to lose in the most closest fashion.
Oh, dude,
you can't make this shit up.
Oh, trust me, man.
That fucking sucks. I shit you people not. It sucks. Like the Eagles last year. When I came home after watching the Super Bowl, I was like, God damn, that kind of sucked. That just like felt really bad. Oh Lord, yeah. The defense just giving out on each other. Fucking quarterback is not even throwing the ball. I think he's just running it because he's just breaking down.
At least you guys did throw the game away. You just got beat by a better team. Imagine Seahawks fans in 2015 against the Patriots.
That was shocking too. That was just heartbreaking.
They
actually could have won the Super Bowl.
That one was worse than yours because yours you just got beat by a better team and you left too much time on the clock. They actually had the fucking game.
They actually had the game right there in their eyes. It just I throw it and I win. no, I'm sorry. They could have ran the ball. They could just ran the ball. And they got a touchdown. Not a touchdown. They could have ran the ball and they could have got a field goal and they just win.
It's like the whole thing with the whole joke I said. It's like, it's like the couple that could have just been a gay couple and married each other, but instead they decided to transition and marry each other. It's like, why'd you take the long way around? Just get the same answer. You could have. I was like, okay, and I was like, fuck. I'm just sitting there like, I mean, I did root for the Patriots that year. The Hartford one was the one that was 2 years prior. The Raven in literally one catch goes 6 inches to the left. The guy catches it, and the 49ers beat the Ravens. I was like, shit. I think I lost that one. I lost the Broncos one, but the Broncos was never close. That was and then I won the Patriots one because I just don't pick it. I think the whole year I picked against the Patriots was the year they lost to the Eagles, but I didn't want to pick the Eagles either. I didn't I was like, fuck. Do I really pick the Eagles? Because I really don't want to pick the Eagles. I was like, in that sense. Like, here are my picks. Let me.
Oh, sorry. I got you. No, it was just, I don't know if it was choking or he just broke down. Like the defense all lost faith in each other. He literally threw the least amount of throws in a Super Bowl ever. That means he only thought they could just run the ball in and do touchdowns. Jalen Curtis.
Oh, Jalen Hurts? No, but the thing is, his team is used to running the ball, not throwing it. He don't throw the ball like that. Now he does. Like,
who'd you have? Who will be the most? Okay, let's go up top. How many reverse sweeps will there be at Worlds?
3+. I think it's gonna be 3+.
Okay.
What will be the duration of the long single game? I said 40. I don't think there's gonna be a game over 50 minutes. I might change it.
Did the game go over 50 minutes last year? It was that DRX EDG one.
Yeah, there was 2 52-minute games. That's why I might change it. How many Pentacles will there be at World 3+? That's easy. You pick.
For sure, yeah.
What Drake would be killed the most at World? I'm saying Ocean. I really don't know how to pick this. I literally just
could be Ocean or Infernal or Hextech. It's really just up in the air, honestly.
How many Burn Steals would be at Worlds?
Oh, given this Worlds, quite a bit.
It's gonna be. I want to say 9+, but I'm like, I'm like 50-50. I know it might just be 6 to 8, just Gen G alone. That's why I'm like, that's why I still got like a day left to champion. Who would we play the most? I'm saying Gragas, but I really like. This is another one. I don't know how to pick this one. These I'm like,
these are just so random. I never liked this much variance in some of the pick'ems, honestly.
I'm saying Brown. Maybe because people play. Who would be banned the most? Maybe Viego. I don't know. Like, to me, Aphelios might be one of the most picked champions in my opinion. I think Aphelios is gonna go first so many times. Who would be playing the most different? I think it's Gragas. But then I don't know. I'm like, fuck it. Who have
most different roles? Gragas can be flexed mid, top,
jungle is
right there.
Jungle support.
You are right. Yeah. He can really you're right. It's fine.
That's why I'm going with him. Azir, who have the highest win rate at Worlds, minimum 5 games played.
Can you play Azir on this patch? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Highest win rate. Yeah, they're not going to let Nefiri go through. No way.
Oh, hell no. Players who play the most different. Gumi, I'm thinking Gumi UC, but it might be somebody else different. Who will get the most kills in a single game? Might be Ruler, but the thing is, like, I have to look at. I'm looking at more JDG games to see who's the leading kill leader on their team, and it always seemed like it was Ruler. That's from like, okay.
I had Ruler last year, and he actually did have what I had him for. I forgot what it was.
Okay. Who would have the highest KDA in the world? I think it's Peanut, but I'm not sure.
Highest KDA? Yeah, that's not a bad one. No, it's not bad. Unless you think it's gonna have the Shy, honestly.
Who would get the most first blood kills at world? I'm going Pays.
I would have Gumayusi or Carrier. They usually always have pretty good laning phases together.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I might switch it. I might switch.
Yeah, Pays and Delight, they don't exactly. They're not aggressive. It's just not like I don't really see them get a lot of first bloods. Their team fighting is where they get all their kills from. I was gonna pick Gumayusi myself. That was
originally I was gonna pick Ruler for this one, but I was like, but JDG really they tend to fall behind. Not like kills, but they usually don't really get the first kill sometimes.
Yeah,
and then that's why I was like, okay, where's
you got to pick a Menace. He's gonna have the highest KDA.
Menace.
Oh Lord.
Okay, you see. Who get the most? Who get at least one pentakill world? I'm going Ruler. I don't know. To me, it's definitely
between Gumayusi and Ruler. It's definitely between them.
It's one of those two. I think it's Ruler.
Yeah. Ruler had a pentakill last year. He almost had he almost had one. It was like damn one game. Remember? He almost had a pentakill, but it was a Peanut killed Canyon. Actually,
and teams. Which team from a region with 2 seeds or less were raised? I'm saying PSG.
For which team from a region? Yeah, PSG for sure.
I'm going PSG. Which team will win the shortest game? I'm going T1.
T1 for sure.
If T1 gets
they always have the shortest games. No, I was gonna pick them too.
Who would have the most? I think it's Genji. I think Peanut's gonna just. I want to see Peanut. It's going to be an Asian team. I just don't.
That's so much fun, yeah. Because all of them have the high variance of stealing too. Yeah,
I'm thinking about all the junglers. I'm like, who's more likely?
Who's most volatile? Oh, Elk. Elk is a very volatile jungler. He will definitely attempt to steal if he can.
That's okay.
Or Tarzan.
Tarzan's disgusting.
Yeah.
Who will win worlds? I'm going.
Yeah, you got JDG.
And what team will play the most different champions in the world? I'm going
definitely not JDG. Definitely not.
You think they're
no? They're playing standard shit.
Okay.
Because why would they need to play more champions though? That's the thing.
Who do you think will have? To me, it's going to be a team that's going to be going far.
It has to be a team that because you factor in. It has to be a team that needs to play different stuff to give them an edge. Actually, remember you only play different champions to give yourself an edge because you're not actually good at playing standard meta shit. So who would be that though? I mean, I was gonna pick G2. I think G2 played different shit quite a bit, but that's just me. They have played different stuff. They played Evelyn, remember? They played Fiddlesticks. Yeah, there's really a team called Team Wales coming in.
Yeah.
Oh hell no! Nah. Oh my.
You know what? I'm gonna stick with T1 for now, and I might change it.
What if Carrier turned back into Spring Carrier, where he was trying out everything bot lane? Draven support.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, had Azir support had fucking Boosie. I was like, oh, I saw a Carrier do like the Boosie, you are not Carrier. Don't do that. Do not do that. Like,
and that was. Did you have picks or leaders? What was that? I keep forgetting what that is every year.
Picks.
Isn't that it? Picks.
Choose
two teams who will advance.
I don't know. From the wild. I have to wait until the game ends before I do this. I gotta wait because to me, it's one of these two teams. Because I wish both of them. I wish both of them could advance, but only one can.
Oh yeah, so I'll have to pick one of the wild card teams outside of BDS or Golden Guardians.
Yeah, I gotta wait to see who wins.
So who's like the second? So out of this dumpster bin of teams,
I'm going PSG. I'm going because I've already said that they're going to be one going. Yeah, I'm going PCS. Yeah. I'm going PCS.
I'm not picking Loud. Hell no. Fuck that. I'm not picking. I'm sure I'm picking Mexico. I'm good on that.
I'm not picking. I would.
Dancing Focus means gonna have a role swap top laner.
Really? No. He's back at
he's back at
ADC. Okay. But
yeah, I don't have any faith in Gam, honestly.
I got no faith in Vietnam. I got no faith in Vietnam.
Those are the two that I was gonna go for.
Don't say nothing about no flying horses. I'll pass on that. Because I know eventually Yeah, those picks are still locked. That's when you gotta pick those two. Cause yeah, I gotta wait because it's the date. It's like that's me. I know as soon like I have to wake up early, watch these games. Whoever wins, like put the lock in. To me,
Mhm.
it's going to be. I'm part of me is PSG is one. Like PSG is definitely one, and now it comes down to one of these two teams. And leader, there's nobody that's that actually
Oh
does
yeah,
sing. But yeah,
Crystal Ball. Oh, that was when you're picking like the Ultimate World's winner right there.
yep, yeah. That's who these say is a full out prediction. Like to me, it's coming out of four teams,
Oh
five
yeah.
teams, but four in a sense,
All right,
two
let's get
Chinese, two Koreans.
started.
Like, but yeah,
Welcome to Crystal Ball. I'm ready to make my picks. How many reverse sweeps? Reverse
I
two.
might I might switch that.
Yeah, because
No,
last year,
no, the
how
reverse
many reverse
sweep.
sweeps
I
we
might
have?
say 3 plus. I'm going 3 plus.
Reverse sweeps last year. We had wasn't it just DRX? It was literally
Yeah,
just DRX.
yep.
This is usually a pretty low one. I'll go one on
I'm
that.
going 3 plus. Just I'm like
Longest duration. Yeah, you're right. 50 minutes?
50 to
Not
50 to. Part of me wants to say 45, 50, but some
I
because
just don't think in a meta like this, these games will go that long. There's no way.
you know what I'm thinking about why this might take a long time?
Mhm.
I'm thinking about the LCS LEC teams. That's what's making
Oh
me
yeah.
think
Mhm.
one of these games is going 50 minutes.
Infernal. How many
Yeah.
Baron steals? You got the right one. Yeah, 3 to 5's fine.
Yeah, I said 6 to 8. I might switch that to 3 to 5.
Who will be played in the most different roles? I love how League is 180 plus champions. They're like, how many fucking flexes are these guys gonna go to? God dang it, man. Well, I mean, we know the patch they're gonna play on, but I'm not really be honest. I don't really read patch notes like that too much.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Okay.
I really don't know. I mean, Maokai is just a jungler. Top laner is usually pretty fair. Uh, flexing the most roles. I'm not gonna lie, you're probably right. Gragas is definitely a safe pick because most of these guys really can't flex. Honestly,
Okay. That's mean. I think their patches are gonna be 20 the 13-19 one. Okay, nerfs
what got
are
buffed on that?
buffs are Galio, Gangplank, Jin, Lee Sin, Lissandra, Nunu, Twitch, Syndra, and Pike. Nerfs are Azir,
Mm-hmm.
Briar, LeBlanc, Rek'Sai, Renekton, and Zeri.
Oh god, this is so hard. I'm gonna just wild card it. I'll just pick. I'll just pick Galio. I'll wild card it.
You
Who will
pick
be
Galio?
picked the most champions during champ select? The most. It's always usually like Lee Sin's always
Yeah.
contested and everything. The most picked. That's what. There's always the most picked stuff. What? Like,
I might no. Matter of fact, you know who might be the most picked champion? I just realized this. Who would be how many
is
ways
Rel
can you
is Rel still strong?
to a certain degree, but like she kind
Hmm.
of fell off. How many ways can you play Lissandra?
Oh, mid and support. You can. That is a counter to Rakan now.
How,
Most picked. That means it's either the most picked are usually going to be mid laners. Mid laners are usually always the most picked, the most common picks.
yeah.
No, I was gonna say Nico, but
My thing is how many champions can play Aphelios? Everybody is
most of the aces don't play Philios.
that's what
Yeah,
I'm thinking. Most of them like because I'm looking at it like okay, cool. Like
most banned against this world. Oh, Neferi. If people in Neferi go through, you just go ahead and go home, take your bags and get your shit out and
I'm
go fuck
no,
home. Honestly.
she's nerfed, but I don't know if they're gonna have her legal.
Is she? Because the other thing, I don't know if she's gonna be legal. The most banned. Uh,
Okay, let me look
this is
right
a hard
now.
one. Most banned. These are like so much. Oh, I hate these. There's so many champions. You can't never know like how to do this. Who have the most total deaths at Worlds as a champion? Those are usually always supports. Oh,
Okay,
Nautilus for sure.
Leaf is getting buffed. Ooh, okay, that might get played. That you know what? How do we play Lee Sin?
He's always picked. Like whenever people think they have a strong early game, he's always picked. Though that's the thing. Most picks, I think, will always be either mid laners or ADCs or top laners. So most picked. Wait a minute, what am I doing? Everyone's gonna pick Cassante. Cassante will be legal here. Why isn't Cassante on here?
Okay,
there we go.
Yep.
Yeah, Cassante. Yeah, everyone's gonna pick Cassante for playing top lane.
Oh yes, that's true.
Who will have the highest win rate at Worlds? Minimum games played. It has to be the most basic champions ever. Highest win rate. Is it Reliant Soul legal? Yeah.
Yeah, it's legal.
Will they play him? Probably not.
Damn, why is she so fucking loud? Jesus Christ.
Highest win rate. Not a bad one, I would say. Renekton. It's not bad. It's
you know what?
Pick, I guess.
I might pick Gangplank. He got Gangplank got buffed.
Who will play the most different champions at Worlds? A Menace. I'll pick Yike. I go have that one.
You say Yike?
Yeah. I mean, this is just a random pick. He's the only guy that I've seen try out different stuff. Or him or El Yoya, they'll try out Bel'Veth, they'll try out Fiddlesticks. You know, I don't really see a whole ton of people trying out different stuff. I mean, Fudge does sometimes.
Because
most of these guys just play standard shit, honestly.
Because you said Elk might, right?
No, I said Yike.
Oh no, earlier you said Elk might try out the most champions.
No.
Lane? Or Gumi
Bot lane. Yeah, Gumi, I would say for sure. He even tried out Nyla and Kaisa. That guy's insane. True. Who will get the most kills in a single game at Worlds? Always ADCs.
He is always ADC. Probably want to go ruler, but it's like
between ruler or pace for me, or it's between I'm gonna go wild card on this one. I'll pick Elk.
Elk, okay.
Yeah. Highest KDA at Worlds, Chovy.
Chovy.
Oh, faces. You said
I totally forgot about you. I totally forgot.
He had the best KDA at Worlds last year. He always has the best KDA.
I totally forgot about Chovy. I was thinking more about like T. Okay, that makes sense.
Most first bloods. Who's the most aggressive and bloodiest? That would definitely come from an LPL team. Has to.
Elk. Is it the BLG? BLG be feeling they be.
Yeah, it's a team that would definitely go for and try any play to get off just getting an advantage.
I think it's gotta be BLG because
BLG would have to have it. Yeah,
it's gotta be BLG because them motherfuckers is like.
Zun is Zun their jungler, right?
No, it's Elk.
No, Elk is their ADC.
Yeah,
these guys look the same. Fucking hell.
Who do you think is the most quick trigger on BLG? Because them motherfuckers, if they catch you slipping, you're gone.
First of all, Tarzan's also good. I think all these LPL teams are so wild. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna tell you one thing that West needs to worry about with BLG and LNG. If them motherfuckers could snipe you out and get a kill on you, they're gonna do it ASAP. They're not gonna wait. Don't kill you. Like these motherfuckers don't miss.
The thing is, these LPL teams, if they see an opening, they're going for it. There's not I might think about doing. No. You're gonna just be dead.
You're like Europeans is like, oh, we'll go for it eventually. LCS is like, oh, we'll think about it now. Motherfuckers is like, oh, I see a motherfucker down the street. He owe me money. Oh, I'll get him later. Chinese like, no, fuck that. Put that motherfucker in the van and cut one of his toes off. I'm like, god damn.
This one you were right. I'm just gonna go for rule on that one. Which team from a region with 2 seeds or less will advance? 2 seeds or less. For sure.
I mean, it's literally just a coin toss between which PCS team. I got no faith in Mexico. Don't even. Loud the joke.
You had faith in Lennon if she was on these teams, you bastard.
Hell yeah.
If Lennon was playing League, I know she would go 0-50, but it would just be funny to see her play.
Yeah.
She's like, oh my God, why am I dying so much? Just, honey, don't speak. Just look and wave.
Yeah.
Which team of the shortest duration? No, wait. Shortest game duration? T1.
I want to say T1's going to fuck around, catch it.
They win every game fast. If they win a team fight, people say they just end. They know exactly when to end.
Yes, that's the one good thing about T1. It's like when they have the objective to end, they'll go for it. Because sometimes they don't always have the full objective to end. But yeah, like that man lion game, I think it was game 3. The way they ended, that's how T1 was in scrims. Apparently that the way the coach for Tom was it Tom from T1. They said they said the way that game 3 was how when they do.
Imagine that was all the scrims were going like that. I just couldn't imagine, right?
Yes, literally is they would get buried in a pushing game. Don't because the one thing Mad Lions kept doing, they kept fighting at the Baron pit.
Okay.
Or at the Rift Hero pit. They'll lose. They haven't beat T1 in one Rift Hero or Dragon fight. It was whichever one they lose at, they get their whole shit pushed in right after. It's like get aced and they just I was like, okay. Get aced at 15-50, they kill you in a minute later.
Only 2 teams will qualify for play-ins. Pick wisely. Yeah, I Golden Guardians winning 3-1.
I'm waiting till tomorrow that I actually got an actual pick. That's me.
I really honestly, even if Golden Guardians go through, I honestly don't care if any of these guys are through. These are just
I'm just going PSG because that's the team I already clicked who's going to win.
That one. It doesn't matter at this point. Choose 2 teams to advance to the Swiss cheese stage. Oh, that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Leaders, and that goes when you actually have the thing. Finals. Who's winning World Finals? Everybody. All right. That looks like it's pretty much it. All right. Leaders, rewards. What do I get? What do I fucking get? Stage opens after play-ins conclude. What do I fucking get, though? Can you give me some fucking money, Riot? You sons of bitches. Well, that's gonna be pretty much it. We did all our tier lists, pick'ems. I will say this though: the LPL teams and the LCK teams they're sending this year, although they're all essentially strong in their own way, there's like random dark horses in all of these 4. Like this seems to be a dark horse if they start popping off. This team could be a dark horse if they get it together. It's not just all these guys are just like favorites in general from like the top upper echelon of them. There's like dark horses in the 4 teams themselves. So now that they have the favorites, they have to have all the dark horses too. Yep. Oh my god! What a world this is gonna be. I'll be honest here. I don't even care if NA gets shit stomped because I've seen it every single year. Just go out there and play your best League of Legends. Show the world that what NA can do on the world stage. God, I can't wait for fucking T1 to absolutely just ass great Cloud9.
Oh shit.
Oh, God. What you want to say anything else before we head out actually?
Shit. Okay, the biggest thing I'm looking at for this is okay, which Western team is gonna get the furthest? Part of me says G2. Another one says it's gonna be an LCS team that catches fire. Either way, to me, the top 4 is going to be, I'm going to say hot take, it's going to be 2 Koreans, 2 Chinese teams, but it won't be the teams you think they are. I mean, not all 4, but 2 of the teams are going to be teams you're like, whoa, how the hell they get there? Yep.
Guys, there might be a world where Weibo just randomly wins worlds because that's just the variance of some of these players, actually. Like a lot of the Asian teams, not only the fact they're dark horses and favorites, a lot of these teams have players that has shown when they just get it going, they just get it going.
And then
it just doesn't stop.
And then there's a world where it might be 2018 all over again. KT go against Deshaun, and this time Weibo, and Deshaun gets his second world against the same team he beat in 2018.
That would be crazy if he faced KT again. And let that happen. Weibo versus KT.
That could
that rematch.
That could be the Miami Heat versus Dallas Mavericks part 2, but this time it goes the same team again this time. But yeah, KT could win. To me,
I think there's a world that NA team possibly might do well, but the problem here is like, how often do people think that's going to be a thing? Like, they played so bad this year. I just having zero faith. Like, if it happens, that's fine. I'll praise them if they do, but
yeah,
we're looking like this is about to be part about the same shit we've seen last year. You know, like you're coming home from work and games are ending in like as fast as they begin.
Exactly.
I was watching World last year, and then was in North America. Games were ending as fast as they were beginning. I was like, "What the hell?" Broadcaster ending like 2 hours early because these guys are getting just straight up curb stomped. Holy crap! But thank you guys for your support. The episodes of the Cloud9 podcast are all out now on the podcasting platforms. The major ones that we are on are all linked in the description box below. If you follow the link tree, you could also get access to the other podcasting platforms that we're on that are not advertised in the description, actually. And yeah, I'm currently working on trying to get the Iron Man podcast up as well. It wasn't letting me put up the first initial episode. The file was fine. I got the file from Twitch, actually, the download, and it says it wasn't processing. And I was like, what? Then it said I checked on my browser. It said I had to update Chrome, so maybe that was the reason why. But yes, the Cloud9 podcast is officially now going to be on Spotify and the podcasting platforms. If you guys happen to listen to us when we go and talk about League of Legends competitively, thank you so much, and we'll be here until the end of time. And it looks like the end of time is coming at some point.
Sooner rather than later.
I like living, man. I enjoy living.
Yeah, I enjoy living too, but man, this world is
pretty bad. And I know League of Legends people don't want to hear these things, but do not trust the Decepticons and the Transformers.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
are not real.
This is the day. The day the world ends is when the LCS wins Worlds, where it's gonna be an LCS LEC final in Worlds, and like it's gonna be disgusting.
Oh Lord! And today, a person from the Shit Initiative is leaving because all they do is talk about people they don't like. I wonder what good-looking, sexy, attractive black man was saying that for the last 6 months. Crazy. I get called I'm crazy, but I can see the writing on the wall when it happens. It's almost like I have a sixth sense for it. I'm like, nope, bad's gonna happen out of this. Nope, can't trust this. Yeah. Hey, Gen G misdropped their freaking merch. Now it's going to drop on the 11th when I'm off. So I can get my fresh drip. I'm going to be looking fly for the ladies. And I'm be like, oh my God, I want his BBC and my tight pink pussy so he can make me squirt.
Oh my God.
Imagine if a grandma just heard me say that. He just go like, oh Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You about to kill Granny out here. What's wrong with you?
And then my ex, Miss Lennon, she's apparently a content creator now, actually.
Yeah, doing ASMR. Just eating fruit, just smacking and sucking and all that. Crazy.
Wow. I mean, Anna, that Star Wars girl, is on Twitch playing Fallen Order. That girl got some nice
Yep.
advancements in science, actually.
Yep.
There are some nice assets on that woman.
But she got two nice opinions,
Yeah, lower and upper, actually, She got some. She got some. Okay. I was watching my ex put out videos, and I'm seeing her going like, okay. I think she's cringing so hard at the screen. She has to be a little bit more relaxed, is what I would tell her. Be relaxed and let a black man into your life.
Yeah, me.
Because I don't know. Her thumbnail was better on her second video than her third one.
Yep.
I was just gonna probably message her like, hey, just keep the same thumbnail for the second one. Like change it up depending on which fruits you eat. But like that third thumbnail she had was not good. Also, you gotta just throw that shit out. But it's trial and error, right? So she only on the third video. But Chaz loves it when she was sucking on them things. Oh no.
Yeah, she's like, man, she's smacking just. I'm like, God, whoa, wait, like, can't watch this at work. Shit, be sitting in the chair, might get stiff by accident. Don't need that.
Well, thank you guys for your support. Worlds 2023 begins this week, and can't wait to have League of Legends back. Golden Guardians are gonna just completely run down BDS.
Hopefully,
Licorice said there's no world they'll lose to BDS. Keep that in mind, people. Oh
God.
Lord.
This better not come back and bite him in the ass. But he's not Oldawamne talking about 15, 19-year-olds. That's mean. At least this one will age a little better. Motherfucker said it's been a while since I fisted a 19-year-old. I was like, yo, that dude, who the fuck are you? 50 Shades of Oldawamne? Like, no.
Not to overhype, but there's literally no universe we don't destroy BDS.
Oh Jesus! I hope that don't come back and bite me in the ass. That better not come back and bite me in the ass.
Europe just quality. Oh God! In GG, we believe. I want to see GG because everyone knows I like Gen G. I want to see Gen G versus Golden Guardians. I need to see GG versus GG. I need it.
Well, we could have got that if all the women would have picked better. He out there just putting all the teams together. I was like, dude, this is bad. It's
Well, thank you guys for watching this week. We'll see you guys next week. And we'll be able to talk about Worlds 2023, actually.
Yep,
see you guys later.
Other news
have a great weekend.
On.
Oh, yeah. Pokemon's got a lot going on. Yu-Gi-Oh's.
LCS, of course, you got LCS, players are leaving, players are retiring.
Oh, yeah. A lot of stuff to go over next week, but we'll also have Worlds 2023 to cover. Hope you guys had a great weekend. And thank you guys for watching another episode of the Cloud9 podcast this week. Keep in mind, if you can't watch in front of a screen, you can also watch on the podcasting platforms. Actually. And the links are in the description box below. Have a great week coming up, and we'll see you guys later. Deuces.
Peace.